Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina has been accused of ambushing a group of children and herding them into an anti-abortion rally in Des Moines. This is amazing. Now, on Wednesday, according to The Guardian, the former HP chief executive embarked on a day of campaigning across Iowa in an attempt to, of course, boost her terrible, terrible campaign. She is literally flailing. At one point, she was on the main stage. She was doing fairly well. And now, she's doing terrible. So she's trying to do something about that by, of course, barnstorming all over Iowa. Now, once again, according to The Guardian, the alleged ambush occurred when Fiorina hosted a Right to Life forum at the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden. Now, entering the rally, before a crowd of about 60 people, she directed about 15 young kids towards a makeshift stage. Now, why were the kids there? Good question. Now, this was originally a field trip. These kids were on a field trip to visit the Botanical Garden. But then, here comes Carly Fiorina, who just happened to have an anti-abortion campaign event all set up. How convenient. How convenient. Suffice to say, the parents, when they found out, and they didn't find out until afterwards, they weren't exactly happy. In fact, one parent said, "Look, man, the main problem that I have is that we didn't give her permission to have the children sit with her. There was no permission. And not only were they sitting with her, they were sitting in front of a huge banner bearing the image of an unborn fetus." That's amazing. That is low. That is dirty. And of course, we know one of the issues that Fiorina talks about all the time, especially at these rallies, is abortion. And she keeps pushing the debunked Planned Parenthood videos that allegedly, of course, showed Planned Parenthood, people who work for Planned Parenthood, supposedly harvesting organs from aborted fetuses, right? Well, that's not true. Those videos are bullshit. They've been proven to be bullshit. But regardless, she keeps talking about it as if they're true. She's such a goddamn liar. Now, one of the parents, Chris Beck, the father of 4-year-old Chatham Beck, said, "Look, man, these kids, they went here to look at the plants, not to go to your stupid rally. She ambushed my son's field trip." Now, I'm not a parent, but I could only imagine if some unscrupulous politician who pretty much lies about everything ambushed my kid on their field trip in the garden, a 4-year-old kid, and herded them into an anti-abortion rally to use them as a political prop. I'd be livid. I would be livid. Even if I agreed with her, I would be livid because, once again, they didn't ask for permission. She didn't ask anybody. She said, "Oh, hey, look, kids, photo op." Jeez. Now, Beck, who lives in north of Des Moines, said he was not asked if Fiorina could interact with the children or whether she could take them into a rally. He said he first found out when his child care provider told him that the kids had encountered the candidate at the Botanical Garden. Beck said taking them into the pro-life abortion discussion was very poor taste and judgment. "I would not want my 4-year-old going to that forum. He can't fully comprehend that stuff." Yeah, we're talking about abortion. We're talking about reproductive rights here. And this, or the lack thereof, what she wants to take away from women. And you're trying to teach it to a 4-year-old. Dude, this 4-year-old is into dinosaurs, Ninja Turtles, and Transformers. You think he's going to understand abortion? God, this is sick. This rally had an anti-abortion activist there get up on stage as well, carrying a scale model of supposedly a 4-month-old fetus that joined Fiorina at the front of the room. And this person said, "This is the face of abortion." Trying to show these kids. It's trying to propagandize to these children. You know what this is also the face of? Desperation. Absolute desperation. Now, in an answer to a series of detailed questions from The Guardian, I mean, they asked her spokeswoman, right? Well, they asked a whole bunch of questions, and the spokeswoman had said in the statement, "We were happy that these children chose to come to Carly's event with their adult supervisor." They chose? They chose. Where did they choose? They didn't choose shit. They're 4 years old. You've got to be kidding me. They didn't even know what was going on. And the whole point of them being there was to see plants, not fetuses. Jesus, man. Jesus. I really think that she didn't do herself any favors with this one either. In fact, that same parent, Chris Beck, said, "Look, I don't even know enough about Carly Fiorina to support her. But after this, after today, she will definitely not get my vote for sure." And it's all because she tried using his kid as a political prop without his permission. That is sad and pathetic and desperate.